Hey you guys, it's Tara. I haven't done a tutorial in so long, like February you guys, but I got my tutorial mojo back and some of my equipment let me down, so I didn't get to film the tutorial in the style that I wanted to, but it actually turned out quite well because it turned into a chatty tutorial, which is awesome because you guys have not seen the products I've been using recently and you guys are always asking me about this kind of grungy ready brown makeup which I have been wearing. It's kind of my go-to for the last few months in terms of kind of glam but still kind of edgy and cool, and it's super appropriate for autumn. Hey guys, so I've been switching up my foundation routine lately. I got sent the Smashbox Camera Ready BB Water foundation and I've actually been loving it. It's more of a matte finish, which I'm not used to, but I've been really enjoying trying it out. It's one of those kind of times where you're actually quite happy that you've been sent something because you've broadened your horizons. It comes with a little dropper which you press the button to get it out, so I'm going to put some on my Beauty blender. I usually use about 2 pumps. 1 pump does about half my face. I find this thing a bit fiddly, to be honest. It's a water-based foundation. So it's really light, which is the kind of foundation I like. I like really thin formulas, but with this one, this is the first one I found that's more on the matte side. It's not a powder finish, but it's definitely matte, and I usually go for quite a dewy finish, which doesn't suit all looks, and I've just been enjoying how this looks on my face throughout the day. It looks a lot more flawless and even, and I'm digging it. And I just got it on my damp beauty blender, which is another new love, which is kind of why I wanted to do a chatty tutorial. Next, I'm going to prime my lids. I'm using the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Minor Sin. I usually use the regular primer potion, but this one has a bit more of a shimmer in it, I guess. To be honest, I don't think it really shows up that much, but it's a nice little extra pop. I know I'm not super close to the camera like I usually am for my tutorials, but I just didn't want to be up in your face today. I kind of wanted it to be nearly like a get ready with me, I guess. Concealer time. I'm using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer because it's just kind of been my go-to for the last few months. I really do need to order that NYX HD concealer again because I really liked that one. This is a little bit longer lasting, and I've prepped my eyes. I have my eye cream on and my serum and everything like that. So this is going to be my main concealer application, and then I might go back and touch up after the shadow just to clean it up a little bit. And I use quite a lot of this, probably a little bit too much, but back in with my beauty blender. I have to say this beauty blender has changed my life. I really do love using it. The only thing is I've only washed this one once and I feel like it's already crumbling around the edges a little bit, so they're a bit delicate when you're washing them. Blah. And I just use the pointy edge to blend in my concealer, and I just love how a damp beauty blender looks with the concealer. NARS Radiant Concealer is so much nicer because it thins it out but it gets the most out of the coverage, so I feel like you get less cake in my opinion. I'm going to bronze up my face a little bit. This is the NARS Virtual Domination palette that came out last year. I've been getting a little bit of use out of it. I'm going to put on a bit of Laguna bronzer with the Zoeva 126 Luxe Cheek Finish brush, which I thoroughly enjoy. But if you guys have recommendations on what brush works well with the Laguna bronzer, let me know, because I just feel like, I don't know if it's this one because it came in like a pack and not on its own, but I find it to be a very hard bronzer. Like, it's not a very soft bronzer to use. I don't always get a great finish with it, but because I'm going for a matte look today, matte bronzer. Just a bit on my temples as well because I feel like being bronzed today. Stopped using powder on my brows because I'm completely converted to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. I have mine in the shade Ebony and it's perfect. It's like an off black. It's like a tiny shade up from black. Usually I use this all over my brow for a daytime look, but I'm going to use 2 products today because filming tends to wash out the brows a little bit. So I'm going to fill in kind of most of my brow with this. When it comes to the front, I don't fill in anything at the front except for just defining the bottom line of my brows. The brush is so good because it nearly like erases the product. It really softens it out and it can take it away. I think my brows look dark enough to you guys, but let's just use some of the Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade for the crack. And I also use this in the shade Ebony with the matching brush that is called the 12 brush, and it just has the kind of angled eyeliner brush on the other side. I usually take quite a bit of the excess off because it is quite severe. I'm not really going to fill in my brows with this. I'm just going to kind of outline them and define them a bit more around the kind of back edge. So I'm going to run it along the top here and down kind of towards where I put my little template. And I'm also going to feather in some strokes here and give that one more once over, and I think we'll leave it at that. Then again, Anastasia Beverly Hills, the clear brow gel, which oh my god, need to repurchase. Like, best brow gel I haven't used. And if you're one of those people like me prior and you're just like, any clear mascara or brow gel will do, no, it won't. You need the Anastasia Beverly Hills one. Again, from her eyeshadow line, the star of the show today is Sienna. Oh my god. I tried to compare this to a MAC shadow. I went in and I did look for one, but I just couldn't find anything as rich as this. It's a look that I haven't really delved into before. I always just habitually went in and did my soft cut crease looks, lighter on the lid, darker in the crease, but I've been loving all over the lid color looks, just one or two colors. Looks great with lashes, without liner. You really do want to use a good primer and pack this shadow on, taking it right into the inner corners and into the crease a little bit. Once I've packed those bad boys on the lids, I'm going to take something fluffy like a MAC 224 and blend it out. We're not going to do too much blending here. I'm just going to kind of get rid of most of the harsh edges because we're going to go in with our transition color. I did not know I would love this shade Orange Soda as much as I do. It is such a beautiful transition color. Add a bit of warmth to my crease. Just kind of builds up the layers and the depth. Once I have those two applied, I'm going to blend it out with Bone, which is a bone coloured eyeshadow. Fantastic eyeshadow as well. I would highly recommend getting those three. They're the three that I use the most. And this is my eraser shade. I take it on my same fluffy brush and I just go over if I feel like I've gone too high somewhere, or I just need to do that last little transition-y bit of blending into my actual skin. It just takes that extra bit of harshness away. I'm using the Zoeva Luxe Petite Crease Brush in it's number 231 with the Sienna shade again, which is our main Ready Brown. Really messily take it under the lash line. You kind of need to go ham with it and be prepared to take it down quite low, knowing that when you put on mascara and stuff afterwards, it'll look a lot softer. I'm going to define the eyes a little bit with this darker purple, which is called Beauty Mark, and the Zoeva Smudger 226 brush. I'm going to define the outer corners a little bit right up into the lash line, like really pushing this into the lashes, just to smoke it out a tiny bit. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Shadow Couture palette. So if you would like me to do a tutorial, I'm really psyched to do tutorials this month, then let me know, because I really want to do a Kim Kardashian inspired look with this electric blue. The same 231 from Zoeva because it has a nice tapered top, and just dip the very tip into the matte black. I'm just going to pop that into the outer corner and kind of join it to that line that I made earlier, so it makes kind of a wing, but I'm going to blend it out. And with the brush that I used to pack the Ready Brown colour all over, I'm just going to smudge it out so that it becomes just like a very, very dark version of that colour. It just gives me a bit of extra smoke. Favourite kind of kohl liner, the Avon Super Shock, because it's super black. My tight line, but I'm going to push it more into the lashes because I decided I'm going to wear mascara. So I just want to kind of run it into the bottom of my lashes to give it a bit more of a smoky look. I get a nude eyeliner. This is just the Rimmel Scandalized one in nude. And I'm going to brighten up my waterline just a little bit. Mascara is Shiseido Perfect Mascara Defining Volume. I already kind of started applying. You guys, I wasn't recording. If you're Asian, this mascara will give you absolute life. I'm also going to put a little bit on my bottom lashes. And this will just help smoke out that grungy shadow we put under my eyes earlier. I'm using a matte contour, and I just always keep going back to this one. It's the Sleek Contour Kit in Light. I think they've changed the packaging since. This is also my favourite highlighter. I just feel like I cannot let go of the 2011-2012 obsession with the Sleek palette. Just using my Real Techniques brush, contour a little bit, and do my temples just ever so slightly as well. And my jawline. Gotta give myself a jawline. Can't be leaving the house without a jawline. Contour, no contour. Let's put a bit of highlighter on. I'm going to use the highlighter from that palette and the same brush, and I've been really liking applying my highlighter right here, like literally right on the top of my cheekbone, right next to my eyeshadow. Really beautifully. Put a little bit on there. Let's put a little bit on the Cupid's bow. I'm using MAC's Spice Lip Liner. And the lip colour I'm going for is Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Vamp. As you can see, it's very, very close to my eyeshadow, just a bit more darker. The thing I like about this is it's brown, but it's still vampy, but it's not like purpley or too red or too pink. It's just a really nice, like very deep 90s colour, I would say. So now that I've pinpointed my Cupid's bow, because this doe foot applicator is a bit too blunt to get into those little corners, I can just go ahead and apply it. And there you have it. One thing I will say about this lipstick is if you're going out, take it with you. I always forget it, and it is extremely long lasting and thin on the lips and not too drying. But as soon as you eat something or drink something, because it's so thin, it will completely like melt off and you're just left with a very obvious patch. It doesn't fade off smoothly. So take it with you if you are topping it up. Other than that, I absolutely love this colour Vamp. It's like my baby. So that was the look, you guys. I really hope you enjoy it. It's definitely going to make brown eyes pop, which is quite a hard thing to do if you don't like to wear green and purple, because nobody ain't got time for that. But it will also make green eyes pop, blue eyes pop, so it's gonna look great on all of you guys. If you're more curious about my outfit, do check out the full look on my blog, taramays.com. I will see you guys soon, and thanks for watching. Hey there guys, if you haven't been to my channel before, I'm Tara, and today I'm doing a little bit of a different video on my channel. I'm doing my post-surgery 5-week laser eye surgery review.